Yeah, right, so today was down to Chelsea Football Club based at Stamford Bridge in West London. I've got a relative who played for Chelsea in the 70s, but I'm not going to say who. But so that made it quite a significant journey down to Stamford Bridge. It wasn't quite the grand finale that I've been hoping for. It's been a strange day today. There's been a funny atmosphere all day. Even leaving Derby train station, it was just deserted almost. A handful of people stood on platforms and just a strange atmosphere. I don't know if I'm imagining it, but in fact, no, I'm not, because a lady picked up on it as well. I mean, when I got down to London, as I was getting close, for some reason I decided to check the Chelsea website out, and I noticed a lot of lines were closed for the day, District Line being the main one. So that completely screwed up everything getting there. You had to get off at Earl's Court, walk down. Not a major problem. It's similar to Fulham. They haven't got a train station that close. You have to get off at Putney Bridge and walk over. But a lady who works in a pizza restaurant nearby was saying that she thought it was quite quiet today. So might be something to it. I don't know. Could be because the kids are off now. So you got half term for the kids. So that's all the major football teams kind of documented in London now. I mean, I've done Arsenal, Spurs, Fulham. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. Crystal Palace, Millwall, Charlton Athletic, Leyton Orient, Barnet and Bromley are the two teams left to do, but they're obviously not major ones. They're like small sort of League Two or National League. But I will get around to them hopefully at some point in due course. But yeah, all the major teams are done certainly. So it's been a good experience. Oh, West Ham, of course. I could forget West Ham. They were the first major football team that I did, I think, as well. 2023, so 2 years ago, which is where the whole going to football stadiums sort of slowly started growing, shall we say. Some funny things there, I don't know, I think they're quite keen on Trump there, I'll guess, because there was like a Trump doll or something there, so I don't know if he's pumped some money into the club or whether he's a fan, but he was there. Not actual Trump, just like cut out posters of him and stuff, and like an inflatable doll thing. It was a disappointing stadium, I have to say, in terms of, it was like Old Trafford. There's just, you get to a certain point and then there's just a blockade of foreign security guards and you have to kind of grovel to them, see if they'll let you in. I did ask whether I could go past, but you needed a ticket. So as far as I see it, I'll probably go back and maybe get a stadium tour or something to see if there's anything to do with my relative that played for them. Very keen on the military in the area. Chelsea's had a lot of documentation by me anyway, so I had the Chelsea Flower Show, National Army Museum, Sloane Square at Christmas. So I've been there enough times really and documented Chelsea well and the surrounding area. Chelsea Football Club, the photo album that I'll make out of my visit won't be anything special because there's only so much I've got to do. Normally I like to get closer to the stadium and get photos of the fans holding scarves and flags, but not today, unfortunately. But that's big teams for you. Like we often call them tourist teams like Liverpool and Manchester United now because it's people come from all around the world to see them, which isn't a bad thing, but the tourist team thing is obviously a good way of putting it. Other than that, there was some footage towards the back end of the underground. That's the worst I've ever seen the underground. I think people literally squeezed in face to face. It was bad. But yeah, that'll have to be a separate video to talk about that one. So anyway, that'll do. Cheers. So just having a scout around all the different entrances, but I've got to say I think it's probably the worst stadium I've been to in terms of trying to get close to it. It doesn't even look like a stadium, to be fair. I'm well disappointed. It just looks like a hotel. As usual, I wasn't really intending on doing any videoing, but I'm here now. I've got started, but more building going on obviously around the outskirts. Got some Sunderland fans on the way in there. This bit looks a bit more like a stadium. What's it? This Oswald Stoll Foundation. One of the lines is shut today, so Fulham Broadway couldn't get off at our station. so I had to scout round. Obviously Chelsea's quite a wealthy area, as you can see. It's very different to last week with the East End. This is probably the best angle I've seen. It's a bit like Old Trafford though, where you can't get past the foreign security wall. Digital tickets. Digital tickets as well. Weather's coming in quite badly at the minute as well, so not the best day for it. It's quite Italian. So you got this lovely old building here, Karl Marx, cultural Marxism. It's all boarded up and shut down, but look at the size of it, absolutely beautiful as well. But it's shut down and boarded up. What more do you say? Borough of Fulham Town Hall. What a shame. So I think this must be some of the local boozes that they go to before the game. Walham Green, and then you got the Broadway down there, which was the King's Head originally. Get off the subway. Absolute chaos around here. Standstill traffic most of the time. And that's all that remains of that pub there, the Barrow Boy. Actually reminds me a bit of the Lake District, actually, that building. Absolute chaos. Standstill traffic, more or less. Even around Chelsea, Fulham, you got a bit of urban decay. This shop, whatever it is, it's up to let. What's this? North End Road Market. That's about the best angle I'm going to get for that. The Cox Having pub. It's like Turkish barbers. Yeah, when most of the fans are heading down that way. The grand old world of the past. So this is Fulham public baths and wash houses next to the parish hall. Obviously back in the day, I don't know if it's still operational, but there you go. It's another bar that's shut down here. Former cocktail bar. Not entirely sure what this one's about. Doesn't look like the usual LGBT, but interesting. Quite a nice area in the summertime, I wonder if it's nice. Good area to sit down. Leading on to these cobbled steps, just over here. God, there's a modern artwork, just absolutely shit. Oh, what is that? Timed it well there, that rainbow. Let's have a quick walk through this cemetery anyway. Is it West Brompton Cemetery, I think it's called. Game's obviously well underway, nearly finished to be fair. I went for a pizza, fulfill some time. There you go, it's not a bad angle to be fair. It's quite an interesting monument. So Robert Coombs, champion sculler of the Thames and Tyne. Thought it had an extremely interesting look to it. Presumably that was an oar, maybe it's been broken in half. Names of the past, Robert Coombe. Almost looks a bit like that building in Oxford, that does. One that Tokum used as the inspiration for Mount Doom in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, quite an interesting little place really. Got the football ground just down there. And then the cemetery and that lovely old building over there as well. Look at the architecture here. The architecture. That's what it's about. God, so impressed. Really am impressed with this. Look at that. Like Buxton Crescent. Sadly though, as you'd expect, you can see all the hideous modern buildings going up behind it, destroying the skyline. You have the glass and all the cranes going up, putting more up there. Yeah, as I say, quite strange, Stamford Bridge, right by a cemetery. Somewhere that we expect to be quite quiet, but obviously erupts when the games are on. Now, a perfect shot would be a bus going in the middle of that archway, but so be it. Yeah, look at that, lovely autumn leaves. And the other way. Probably just come over to the left a bit, get the top of that building in there. There we go. And carrying on, presuming this must be the naval part, judging by them cannonballs, or certainly the military bit anyway. Yeah, you got 3rd Battalion Grenadier Guards, CSM Irish Guards, Company Sergeant Major, that is CSM. Right, this is proper back in the day. These veterans having fought for King, for Queen, for England and for Empire in almost every part of the world came home to die in peace, honoured and respected by their fellow countrymen. What a different world we're in now, eh? That's quite impressive. It's the reflection off the windows would look like looks like a load of little suns twinkling through the trees.
Yeah. So she's coming.
I've just got some of the Chelsea fans coming out now, I guess. I actually thought this was parts of traffic originally, but this is actually static traffic waiting to move. That's how bad it is around here. Unless you're a hipster on a line bike, obviously. Right, let's look at this.
These trains are ready to depart. Please mind the doors, mind the closing doors. Let's use the full length of the platform. Don't stay on the entrance. This train is now departing. Please stand clear of the door, so we're going nowhere. Keep walking, keep walking.
Easily the worst I've ever seen it, this says.
Please keep.
Mind the doors, please. This train is ready to depart. Mind the doors. There's another train 1 minute behind this one. Another train 1 minute behind.
Even the escalators are down today as well.